When we think about AI, there are 4 areas of AI which are really important. One is robotics, then is NLP, natural language processing, it's machine learning, number 3, which has 2 parts to it, deep learning and neural networks. And finally, you have, for example, the important space of computer vision. Typically, when I look at today's business environment, I would say NLP and machine learning are the 2 areas which are very important. NLP is natural language processing, where the computer can generate language which humans can understand. This is really important because it needs to be able to understand stuff and then generate stuff as well. That's really interesting and really important. So for example, when you go to ChatGPT and you input a prompt, that input prompt, for example, is where you will get information from the NLP mechanism of the AI, which understands, interprets that data in its brain as it were. It's going through these different neurons to understand. If you say, hi, how are you? Like, okay, what does hi mean? What does how are you mean? And goes to different neurons to understand what you're talking about. And then to respond to it, goes to a different mechanism to then create the language you understand. So you can then generate language for you in English, in Japanese, Afrikaans, you name it. It understands what you're saying because it can process that data. A bit like the human brain. Then we talk about machine learning, which has 2 parts to it. One is deep learning, otherwise neural networks. Neural networks is again a very important area where it can process the information you're talking about. And deep learning is where it can really understand in a very deep manner how to react and understand the context of your discussion. All these 4 areas is what makes today's tools. The more we can harness information from this, the more we can really understand it. If you look at the business environment today, I don't think the NLP as such will really help people. What really helps people is to the operation and the functionality of NLP, or for example, machine learning. And this has been used at scale across in various different forms of tools which we currently use. So whether you use ChatGPT, OpenAI, the API format, or the one in a graphic user interface, or for example, if you use the ability to kind of create videos, for instance, or images using DALL-E 3, or for example, Anthropic, all these are using NLP or machine learning throughout their formation. What's interesting is that as we use these tools, it becomes easier and easier for human beings to operate them. So we don't need to understand machine learning or AI. All we do is we just enter information as normal human beings, typically in text input format. Then it generates for you understanding what the context is to NLP, and then using its intelligence, it's going to create some interesting output.